All right, guys. I decided to, since I'm on this reviewing, the new Metallica and the new Megadeth, I'm on that streak. I've decided I'm gonna take a shot at reviewing Death Magnetic. This is an album that I don't know. I've had lots of mixed feelings about over the years. So I don't know. I remember when this came out. I really thought Metallica would never do anything remotely close to this ever. But I thought Saint Anger killed them, and I thought they'd never bounce back. But okay, so I remember hearing some of these tracks before it came out, and I was really surprised when I heard them actually play fast and attempt to be thrashy. I couldn't believe how much that shocked to hear them play like that. So I was interested for a good while. I had to buy this when it came out. So I did. I think I bought it the day it came out. Bought it from like Best Buy or whatever back when they actually sold CDs. Excuse me, I got some allergy issues. Probably hear it in my voice and stuff. But so I bought it. I can do a little bit of a track by track here. That Was Just Your Life. I remember putting that in. The first thing I noticed, I did not really care for the production. And this album's kind of like notoriously known for its terrible master job. It's just really, really heavily compressed. And it's a big victim of the loudness wars. If anybody knows what I'm talking about there, everybody just kept trying to make the album louder and louder by compressing it, and basically what that does is the peaks, the higher peaks, or catch up with the lower peaks, and thus you can crank it louder. And this ain't always a good thing. It actually destroys your audio pretty bad, and you can hear it here. There's a lot of clipping. It's just it's really too bad the way it turned out. I think it could have been better had the production been better. But anyway, let's jump back into the song. That Was Just Your Life. I was really surprised when the verse started. Like that little gallopy riff kind of reminded me like Testament or something. Like, I thought that was kind of cool. Then in comes like James Hetfield's vocals. He sounds like, okay, like the music's trying to be mean, but it's like I'm expecting like Injustice for All type vocals, and like like it's supposed to be Blackened or something. Like this is like the Blackened of the album, and it just doesn't. The vocals don't fit. It just don't fit. They're just not heavy enough for the music. And while like the sound of the music is technically heavy, the guitar tone just sounds brittle to me. Actually, the whole sound of this album sounds brittle to me. It just don't sound punchy and heavy like Injustice for All. I mean, even Ride the Lightning sounds punchier than this, in my opinion. I just think this album sounds a bit weak, sound wise. So basically, so this song's like the Blackened of the album, and this song's a good way to kind of describe what you're in for the rest of the album. I think my biggest problem, there's some cool riffs on here. If it was recorded better, there were some cool riffs on here. But for every good riff, I feel like there's two like equally bad riffs that kind of counteract that. And I feel like there's a lot of riffs in these songs that don't need to be there all that much. And the songs are long. Like, they're really, really going for that Injustice Injustice for All formula, for better or for worse. But at least, like, unlike Saint Anger, at least these songs have ideas and there's guitar solos. So the songs aren't like a total bore. They're just some ideas catch my attention better than others. I can just say that. Some ideas sound heavier than others. The solos on this album are mediocre for Kirk Hammett. Like, they're not that great. I'm just glad there are solos, at least. I don't know. Like, it's not bad. It's their interest. These songs are interesting. They're to listen to, just for the sheer fact there's so much to listen to. But okay, let's go through some of the tracks. The End of the Line, like, again, it's kind of got the same problems as the first track. It's, you know, there's parts that are really heavy and cool. There's I think this song had that really cool breakdown with a solo kind of hit. I thought that was kind of cool. Like, there's some cool moments like that. But again, the song just lacks a lot of nice, hard-hitting, heavy moments. Although it tries to have those in there, there's so many riffs that just don't work for me. Broken, Beaten, Scarred basically has the same issues. I mean, I like that the chorus has kind of got a nice, fast part in it, but but the rest of the song, it's just good riff, couple bad riffs, good riff, couple bad riffs. Day That Never Comes. Honestly, this is a pretty good take on, like, One, like, you know, an updated version of One. It pretty much falls in that same formula. Ballad, gets heavy, thrashes out. Some of this feels a little forced, but I still think it's pretty good. This is one of the least flawed songs on the album, if I had to say so anyway. All Nightmare Long, decent song. I think this part of the album, it starts to get a little stronger. I think I don't know, it's not bad, but then you got Cyanide. This song's okay. I feel like this song don't really fit the rest of the album. I feel like this song could have been like a reload track or something. Like, I don't know. But it's okay. It's okay. The Unforgiven 3, I'll be honest, I've only listened to this a handful of times, and I can't remember much of any of it. So, of all the Unforgivens, this one's my least favorite. I think they get worse as they go. The first one was a classic. The second one was good, but I don't know why it had to exist, but it was good at least. This one's like just really long and boring, if I remember right. I don't know. The Judas Kiss. This is a song that a lot of people seem to like pretty well from this album, and I understand that. I think it's pretty good. This one actually kind of has like an Injustice for All type of vibe, big time. Like, I really hear it on this one. And most of the ideas are good. It's got a pretty cool chorus. You know, it's kind of got a, you know, like that slower, heavy type of vibe, like a track like, oh, I don't know, a little bit like Harvester of Sorrow meets, like, Short of Straw, maybe, Frayed Ends of Sanity, something like that. It's one of those type of tracks. I don't know, pretty good. Suicide Redemption. This is a song that I just recently, within the past couple of days, started to appreciate better. I've noticed a lot of people talking about liking this track a lot. And I even, like, heard some people say it was their favorite instrumental from Metallica. And I'm like, dude, better than Orion. But I listened to it in its entirety recently. It's been a while. And you know what? It's actually a pretty cool instrumental. There's actually a lot more going on in this song than, like, To Live Is To Die, which I think is a Good instrumental, but I'll be honest, the only part I really care about is the middle part in that song and the intro. But that's about it. This song's actually pretty interesting throughout the song. I mean, it's better than I remembered. So yeah, I don't know. That's not bad. My Apocalypse. Man, okay, so this is like the Damage Inc. This is like the I don't know, the Dyer's Eve of the album. And while it is fast and it is thrashy, and there's like legitimately there's cool parts in the song, like some of this is put together pretty well, and it's actually makes you want to bang your head a little bit. But that main riff and the like during the verses, I don't follow that. I don't like, it's just it sounds happy. Like the song's called My Apocalypse, and I think the song's about like a car crash or something, but it doesn't, that part just doesn't sound like that. I don't know. But the rest of the song, especially like in the middle part of it, is really, really thrashy. Like some good fast sliding power chords and some pretty ripping solo type stuff going on. Like it's not bad, but it's not perfect. But okay, if I had to say my highlights from this album, I would say probably Judas Kiss. That Was Just Your Life, just for like some of the heavier riffs in that one. Maybe The Day That Never Comes really isn't a bad song. Suicide and Redemption kind of grew on me. But I don't know. It's a very, very flawed album, but it's okay. It's listenable. Well, I can't listen to Saint Anger whatsoever. This I can actually listen to and at least enjoy some bits and pieces out of it. So I'll give it that. Personally, I think they've corrected a lot of the mistakes on the next couple albums. That's for another video. But anyway, thanks for watching.